Welcome to the Omni Rewatch Podcast, the only Ben 10 podcast on the internet. My name is Ramen, that's ShadeX, and that's Professor Berg. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. Yourselves?
I am blind as a bat, but I'm rolling on.
I mean, it's like I don't think most people know the context of that one at the moment, but okay.
How you doing, Shade?
Good.
So, sorry we've been gone for quite a bit. I mean, I hope I gave you guys time to catch up on some episodes of the podcast that you might have, missed. The last episode we watched was the camping episode. That should come out sometime when this drops. And then the episode before that, fucking the one that sucked. So
we are on episode 22. I'm sorry, 21. My mistake. Sorry about that. Yeah, the ultimate weapon mistake.
Berg,
All right then.
can you drop the synopsis for us of what this episode is all about?
You got it. Max Plumber Equipment detects that an ancient mass has been unearthed in Texas. This quickly triggers a change in Max's attitude. He feels this artifact would lead to the most powerful weapon ever designed, and that he will retrieve it before it falls into the wrong hands. Max immediately becomes more impatient, worse-tempered, and far stricter. Upon retrieving the mask, Tennysons come into conflict with the Forever Knights, who want to find the weapon for themselves. The Tennysons end up with the mask after a struggle and use it to find a sword cock inside of a Mayan-type pyramid.
That's a lot of hard, complicated names to pronounce, Berg. You okay, man?
Bro, better than what you would have gone through, my friend.
Oof. Yeah. So right off the bat, first impressions. I want to start with Berg. First impressions, Berg. What do you think about this episode?
Honestly, this episode was a lot of fun. Like, I love that just, like, the dynamic between the characters is kind of shifted. Grandpa Max is just so focused on this. The fact that Ben is actually a lot more intelligent. Well, I mean, he's always been smart, but the fact that he actually is more calm and collected. Usually, again, it's usually Max who's calm and collected, but here it's, like, Ben who does it. He figures some stuff out. And the fact that this was just the high-thrilling adventures. Grandpa Max and that plumber suit was sexy as fuck. It was just good. It was just an overall good episode, except the ending. That's we'll get to that part in a moment. But basically, that ending.
There's a
What
lot.
the fuck was that?
Mid-ending fight. Yeah, we'll get to that after first impressions. Usually,
The ending fight was awesome because because Ben fight's a fucking god of death, but. The end, like, just how it wraps up, that was like, what the fuck was that?
I got a lot of minor nitpicks as well. But Shay, what's your first impressions of?
I liked it. It had some good world building with the Forever Knights.
Yeah, them coming back. Anything else specific that you liked about the episode?
Grandpa Max was interesting in it. He kicked ass.
Grandpa Max did kick ass, and he looked good in that plumber suit, as Berg stated. I would say, Berg. Grandpa Max looked fucking fly in that plumber suit. I'm not even gonna lie.
We did, dude.
I thought he was just gonna take a big piss, but apparently no. He put on that plumber suit rather fast, if I do say so myself. Rather quick. He's like, fuck it, I'm taking charge. Fuck them. Yeah, he took charge. You know what? I fucking think this is probably the best. Like, there's probably gonna be other Grandpa Max episodes. I think this one is my favorite for sure. A lot of homage, a good homage to Indiana Jones. If I'm being honest, I like it.
Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah,
it definitely has been working a lot.
Yeah. Did you also find it like kind of off-putting at times when Grandpa Max was like prioritizing the fucking sword over his own fucking grandkids?
Yes,
I found it.
It was like. Bro was like, hey, fuck. Bro, this is part like Ben's falling off the fucking cliff when he's going to the temple. He's like he's more worried about the mask, and it's so funny. Like, I was like, are you okay? It's like, yeah, Grandpa, I'm fine. Shoot, I'm talking about the mask. It's okay, baby. No one's gonna hurt you.
You're my grandkid now. You're my grandkid now, you goddamn mask. I'm like, the fuck is going on, bro? I get it. Grandpa Max is in this episode. Grandpa Max is super obsessed with the sword to the point where like his character becomes completely like opposite to him. He becomes more take charge. He's more impatient. Honestly, there's times where he's like a dick to Gwen, and I'm like, okay, Grandpa Max, chill.
Real.
It's a fucking sword. And by the way, the payoff to that sword, not that good either, because
No, it fucking disintegrates, dude.
yeah, like I'm like, okay, Grandpa Max, this entire quest was to get a sword. You pointed out that the sword was old, and to make you feel smart, you do realize none of this had to happen, right? The sword disintegrated. What would be the difference if Grandpa Max got the sword? It would have also disintegrated. I'm assuming, right? Like
Definitely, it would have. Like, dude, it feels like the last 2 to 3 minutes of this episode was just the writers had no idea what the fuck to do afterwards. Like, fucking running out of time. Let's just push it all in one go.
yeah, because I'm like, I feel like there's a weird there's a lot of like things that just pop out of nowhere. Like Grandpa Max suddenly has rocket boots. I'm like, where the fuck were these when you guys were falling in the pit?
Oh yeah, by the way, so there's a thing. I think it's so yeah. For those who don't know, basically, Forever Knights catch up with the Tennysons. They push fucking Ben into a bottomless pit, and then they push Grandpa Max and Gwen. And the thing is, now Ben turns into forearms, which is actually a very smart move, and he catches them. But I'm like, then like 5 minutes later, Grandpa Max, before he's saving Gwen from one of the Forever Knights, he uses a bunch of rocket boots to say, I'm like, where the fuck was this when you guys were falling to your doom?
Yeah. Like, why didn't he use the rocket boots then? Like, I find that weird.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Were they just like timely? Like, my man, I get it. When Gwen's in danger, the rocket boots come out, Bert. Oh my god! And then a sword. He has a sword in his fucking sleeve. Bert.
Yes, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with this episode? Towards the end,
the thing, like this episode's good. It's just the last 5 minutes are just like the writers just like taking shit out of their ass, and it's like, let's just go with this. Not like, for example, so in like, I swear to God, they fight Akpooch, which if you don't know what that is, that's basically the Mayan god of death. Mm-hmm. And I am like, what? And it's like, I mean, it's badass, but I'm like, we just gonna acknowledge that like there's that gods exist in this fucking universe.
Gods fucking
like the Mayan religion is actually fucking true.
Gods exist in this universe, and apparently a 10-year-old kid who could transform into an alien can take him down, and a grandpa can take him down. So I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This episode's a lot of fun.
It is.
It raises so many fucking questions. Like it's like the opposite of God. What was that episode? I'm sorry, the one with the alien superheroes. I totally forgot what it's called now. It's
like Galactic Douchebags Enforcers or something.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the Galactic Douchebags, where it's a good episode. You still want to know like what the fuck is this? Like, are we gonna like expand on this? Like, are we gonna talk about this kind of shit?
No, this episode's like really good. It's like, I'm sorry, but like it's like the last 5 minutes, and as we keep stating, where like there's multiple points in this episode leading up to the 5 minutes where like Grandpa Max has all this gear. He has rock. There's a part where they're climbing down these wooden stairs, and they're like, "Oh great, it's booby trap," and I'm like, "Great, that'd be the best time to bust out those fucking rock boots." It's fucking.
Oh my God, yes.
There's multiple instances. Sorry.
I mean, to be fair, like there would have been the rocks falling, so maybe that would have also been a factor as well.
Grandpa Max also has a sword. If he had that sword, he could have at least held his own. I mean, he held his own against the Forever Knights, but he had that sword on him out of nowhere, and that like it raises so many questions. You have all this gadget and gear, use it at the last minute, and then say I'm hanging it up. Bro, the payoff is just so weird. The sword doesn't come into play, it fucking disintegrates. It's just, yeah, the episode's good. Like, there's instances where I'm like, you know, Grandpa Max's character is different, and that's, you know, but he's more badass. I think
definitely.
He's incredibly fucking badass, and like, but I'm like, I take the badass Grandpa Max who cares about his grandkids over the obsessed Grandpa Max that cares about one fucking thing, and it feels like Grandpa Max is kind of an asshole in this episode, and I don't mind it, but like at the same time, I'm like, you're saving your kids out of obligation for a fucking mask. At that point, come on, man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. But it's not as bad as the Galactic Enforcers. Like, no.
No. Like I said, it's a very good episode. It's really fun. It's just so high speed. Like the car chase scene, just them like moving, like just a lot of stuff, which is fun. But just that last 5 minutes, and the thing is, the last 5 minutes is not bad. It's just confusing.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yo, and also, Berg, I do want to touch on that. Yeah, Ben is really fucking smart. You actually said Ben his IQ just fucking rose like in this episode. He's like, I gotta take charge. I gotta be the brains of this fucking episode. Ben's smarter than most people give him credit for, because people be like, oh, it's Gwen. Gwen's smart. I'm like, no, I think Ben is smart when he needs to fucking be.
Like, people forget this. Like, Ben kind of has like what I call shonen protagonist syndrome, where he kind of acts dumb. But if like the situation needs to be, like, if he's in battle or something needs to be figured out, he will put his mind to it.
Yeah, and he figured out that mask thing pretty on the fly, like, you know, finding the entrance to the temple by wearing the mask. Like, you know, I actually thought at first when he put on the mask it was going to be like the whole mask situation. I was thinking Jim Carrey. I think we
all were. It's like, or at least for those who don't know, a JoJo's Bizarre Adventures deal thing. Those who actually get that reference. But yeah, no, you see a mask, like, he puts on like some shit's gonna have, like, no, it's map than it is like something evil per se.
Yeah. Overall, this episode's fun. We learned that Grandpa Max can fucking fly a helicopter first, you know.
Oh no, for real, he can.
What the fuck? That was a weird fucking question. Like, he can. You realize he's a plumber, right? Like, of course he can fly a helicopter. That's fucking obvious. There's not a lot to expand on this episode. But it's overall good, and then 5 minutes in, it's like batshit insane. That's all we can really find.
Yes.
Like,
it really is.
Also, Ben should add to his like his resume, I fought a god, because I feel like that's like one thing you could brag about.
No, for real, like everyone forgets about that. It's like, again, can we talk can we talk about if we have the god of death? Like, is there other religions in this that's true in the Ben 10 universe? Is like Shintoism a thing? Hinduism? Is fucking Christianity is there a Jesus in the Ben 10 universe?
Come on, you know there's Jesus in the Ben 10 universe. Well, apparently, if gods of death exist, of course, fucking God exists in this universe. Like,
hey, man, there are so many questions I have with this. It's like, and we never bring it up again. Like, I don't think like Ben ever fights any like mythological creature. Maybe I might be wrong here, but I don't think Ben ever fights another mythological creature.
No.
After this, I'm like,
no, I don't think so either.
It's mostly, that's the thing. It's mostly sci-fi, but this one's like this is very like This is like, I mean, of course, magic somewhat exists in this universe, but still, it's like genius. It's cool, but I'm just like, I have so many questions. Yeah, I do.
Same. Also, the Forever Knights' motivation, I guess, is to get the sword, but like, then they just spat out saying, "You destroyed my castle. Like, now we're gonna destroy you," and I'm like, great. Like, that's awesome that you're gonna do, but like, I don't.
What? You never liked the Forever Knights, did you?
I don't like the Forever Knights. I find their fucking motivations kind
for it.
Kind of stupid at times.
I mean, let's be honest here. The Forever Knights, they look like, at least in the original series. I know, like in Alien Force, they just get they get like a bland, kind of just regular knight looking thing. But in the original series, they look cool as all hell. But it's just like, why? But it's like, and I remember why I don't remember. But the thing is, when I rewatched this series, I remember the Forever Knights more from the Alien Force than I do from this series.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is that? Because they do have a more iconic. By the way, for some reason, the Forever Knights, like the lackeys are wearing like trench coats and fucking fedoras. I'm like,
they work on Ninja Turtle logic, where a trench coat and a hat can pretty much disguise yourself. The thing from Fantastic Four, from the Fantastic Four movie, he works on Ninja Turtle logic. Okay, a trench coat and a fedora can mask you and save you from being discovered. From what I know now.
But here's the thing though. Who are they hiding from? That's the thing. Like, at least with the thing and the Ninja Turtles, it's like they're hiding their appearances because they're kind of freaks to society.
Hey man,
So to the Forever Knights, like you can just like take off your uniforms.
Hey Bert, I think the Forever Knights are freaks to the society, bro.
I mean, you're not wrong there.
I guess the Forever Knights, I guess they're treasure trackers. I never understand. Do they like mythological like treasure or whatever? See, I never understand with them. I don't know what their motivations are when they appear in episodes half the time. I guess they want artifacts. They want to collect artifacts, and I guess the sword was one of them things they wanted to collect.
Yes, I mean, I don't fucking know with these guys. I mean, I'm like I said, compared to you guys, this is all like I'm rewatching this blind, so it's like
I'm rewatching this blind, literally, and
oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot your eyesight's kind of fucked at the moment.
Yeah, but like
you know what I mean. Like this, like I have not watched the series in God knows almost 2 decades. So it's like for me, it's like. A lot of this is like a lot of it's just like kind of new experiences for me.
Same. You know what?
Yeah. I don't know, man. You guys are, like I said, you guys are more the Ben 10 experts than me, so.
You know what? Comment down below. Do you like the Forever Knights in the original Ben 10, or do you like them in Alien Force? Preferably, I only remember most of their best appearances appearing on Alien Force. I do remember their designs being more like not as aesthetically pleasing in Alien Force. Like it's more like simplified. But we're gonna go to our MVPs of this episode, and I'm gonna go for the aliens transformations in this episode. We have Gray Matter. We have
Stinkfly.
We have
and Forearm.
And Stinkfly and Forearms. There's no special aliens in this episode. You think Ben would get like a hint, like a God of Destruction alien transformation? That would be fucking cool. But no, no. Just those are the aliens we have. Berg. You can also. We're also gonna pick humans MVP. So we're gonna have Gwen, Ben, and Grandpa Max. So we can pick. So we pick one alien and then one human. We're going to change things up a bit because I don't think most of the aliens, did as much.
Oh, definitely. So, alright, let's go with aliens. Aliens easily Forearms. Like, it is easily Forearms in this episode because he is the one who he saves Grandpa and Max and Gwen. He tells Grandpa, hey, get your shit together, man. Like Ben, you don't understand. No, do you understand? Bro, we are your grandchildren, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that ending speech. Oh Grant, I love that when Forearms is like, no, get your priorities straight, Grandpa Max. We're your fucking I love that. Some combination of like Forearms' voice just delivering those lines. I'm like, yeah, this is a serious moment right fucking now.
Definitely. And the fact, again, he took on an actual fucking god. Like, bro literally went hand to hand with the god of death. I'm just like, with the Mayan god of death, I'm like, bro.
Put that on your Tinder profile, Ben. I don't know, man. You can get so many dates with that.
I'm just saying, it's like, I fought the Mayan god of death. Like, and won.
Yes.
That alone.
Oh my god. Exactly.
And for MVP, there's going to be Grandpa Max, but as time went on, he became because he kept kicking ass, but as time went on, he became kind of a piece of shit. So, and when she did have her moment, but it wasn't too much. I'm going to give it to Ben. Ben in this episode definitely was a lot better. Like, he definitely showed off his smarts. He took charge. He did help a lot. So he went MVP. I'm going to give this to Ben.
Oh my god, no shitting on Gwen today. I am actually very happy how much far we've come. Shade, Alien MVP and Human MVP. If you were paying attention, we have Stinkfly, Gray Matter, and Forearms for the aliens, and for the human MVPs, we have Grandpa Max, Gwen, and Ben. So you could pick one alien and one human for MVP.
Yeah, Ben and Forearms. Grandpa Max, like, I found it interesting how Grandpa Max was the one who was like, he wanted to, he was for a bit he was focused on getting the weapon, and Ben like told him not to.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
So Ben was the more logical one here. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, Ben definitely, like, I'm gonna say Ben definitely is a good MVP of this episode. I'm gonna say Ben, and I know everybody's gonna pick Forearms, but I'm gonna say Gray Matter for the simple fact is that, like, Grandpa's lead into to Ben is, like, get the mask and get out. So the alien he turns to is Gray Matter, which you brought up, Berg, that he could have easily just been Ghost Freak, and I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. But I do like just anytime Ben transforms into Gray Matter, just him having to navigate this giant, like, maze. Also, for some reason, there's fucking dogs in the bathroom, and I don't know the last.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm like, okay, I know that guard dogs are a thing, but what the fuck are a bunch of guard dogs doing in a bathroom? Like, say someone who works there has to take a shit, and they are greeted with a bunch of barking aggressive German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, again, that's one of the reasons why I'm like, this episode's fun, but there's so much fucking I'm scared it's fucking kid shit. Like, there is so much nonsense going on, and that's one of them.
Guys, literally, Ben, I'm gonna explain episode detail by detail. Ben literally drops into a fucking bathroom where there's two goddamn dogs. And I can't imagine a person taking a shit while there's two fucking dogs in front of them.
I would have stayed if I was like walking that bathroom, like, man, fuck this. I'm going outside. Or better, like, imagine you're in the stalls and you just come out and then you see the dogs there and, like, you're not going back to work that day, man.
No,
you're not go back to
you're not going back to work ever. Your groin will be in a cast. Those fuckers will bite that shit off, bro. He fucking
dude.
Maybe the writers were like, oh, let's put an obstacle in Gray Matter's way. It would be dogs. I'm like, you could put anything. You could put robots. You could put, like, dogs did not make any sense. But I'm sorry, Gray Matter and, like, Ben, even Grandpa Max to an extent, but because he fought a god. Ben also fought a god too. So.
And that's right. Lex did fucking actually manage to hold his own against that guy. Dude. I can't get over that. I seriously can't get over the fact they literally fought a fucking god.
Guys, I'm gonna put Grandpa Max in the thumbnail. I'm gonna try to find the image of that god, but these fuckers fought a god, yo. The 5 minutes towards the end of the episode is batshit insane, but it's not, like, bad. It's like it's implausible to the universe this show is setting up, because gods I don't think come into play at all anymore in Ben 10. I could be wrong, but yeah, no, those are my MVPs, and overall I don't think it's a bad episode. I can't find any.
It's a fun episode. It's just insane.
Yeah.
It towards the end it kind of loses a bit of steam, but it's still good.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's probably the first time I have no complaints on Gwen. She fought her own. She held her own in that RV. So yeah, we're not gonna be shitting on Gwen today, okay, guys?
Next week is a Gwen episode, by the way.
We might.
Next time.
Okay, guys, we might shit on Gwen next week. If the episode is super bad, I don't know because I don't know. I haven't read the descriptions or the title for that episode, so
I'll keep it blind for now. But
yeah.
I really that's the one I hope. That's the one I hope Kai's next work because it might be your favorite. By the way, Kai. Unfortunately, Kai couldn't be here today because well, it's her birthday!
Happy
Yay!
birthday, Kai!
You know, she's out here celebrating. Well, at least by the time this video comes out, it'll be past her birthday, but that's the reason why she's not here at the moment.
We love you, Kai. Let's rank this episode, and we can we'll end it from here, guys. 1 out of 10 Omnitrixes. What do you rank this episode? Starting with you, Shade. Shade, 1 out of 10 Omnitrixes. Okay, 1 out of 10 Omnitrixes. What do you rank this episode?
Maybe a 9. It wasn't perfect, but it was a fun episode.
Okay, yeah, agree.
Like really good revelations about the Forever Knights and more insight in Grandpa Max's past.
Yeah, okay. Berg.
I gotta agree, though. I'm gonna give it 8.5 Omnitrixes. It's a very fun episode. I had a whole Shit, did anyone hear that? Okay, you edit that part out. Basically, this was a very fun episode. I had a lot of fun with it. It was so high thrilling. I was constantly just so interested. It was just a lot of fun. And yes, the ending when they find out that the sword was a fake well, it wasn't fake, it was just old, which again, like, what is it being 5,000 years after?
Dude, the crystal the crystal skull from Indiana Jones is fucking old as shit, but it still manages to not fucking disintegrate.
So does the fucking Raider. So does the fucking Ark of the Covenant. It's like the Holy Grail. I'm like, bro. I'm just like, that made no. That was bull. I'm sorry. The last part was bullshit. I think that's the reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10. Like, ending was just some old bullshit right there. But overall, aside from that, this episode was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Honestly, great episode. Like Grandpa Max's change of character. I mean, I get it. You wanted to make a Grandpa Max centric episode. There's ways to do that without him becoming a dick. I mean, there's other episodes that prove that. But hey, risk the grandkids getting fucking killed multiple times in this episode. But the forearms delivering that speech to Grandpa Max as, to get his priorities straight was good. Although that fucking sword that they probably got from fucking Party City that for some reason disintegrates, which, I never seen an artifact disintegrate that's been that fucking old. Unless that fucking artifact is made of glass, that makes no fucking sense. So, I feel like if they were gonna do that, they should have made a 2-parter. Because honestly, this could have been a great, fucking Wacky Races treasure hunting episode. But,
Just to realize, so many episodes we do talk where it's like, we don't get a full 10 out of 10s. It's like, because of like a rushed ending. We always say they could be like 2-parters when you think about it.
Yeah. Some episodes we do give 10 if we really enjoy them. I enjoyed this episode. I can't give it a lower score than fucking 8. There are some nitpicks there's some nitpicks here and there, but I do think the episode's overall good. Here's the thing: if we're gonna blindly say this is a 10 out of 10 without actually discussing the actual main gripes and criticism of this episode, we'd blindly be Ben 10 fans. No. The point of this is to actually talk about the episode, nitpick, a little criticize. Also, there's also some stuff that is weird sometimes in some episodes, and it's warrants discussion. We have no reason to give something a 10 out of 10 if we don't feel like it deserves it. I feel like we have a duty to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With that. this has been another episode of Omni Rewatch. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to listen to this on Spotify and YouTube. The Spotify has not been updated. I've been very busy, but once I get to it, all the episodes will be updated on Spotify one at a time. With that, I hope you guys join us for the next episode of Omni Rewatch. We're glad you joined us. You guys have a good night.
Take care now.
Good night.
I would say the actor who played Ben kills it as Ben. Like, I literally felt like he was only Ben straight from like the cartoon.
Wild Mutt does not look good. He looks really cheap.
Yeah. Well, they blew budget with Wild Mutt. They blew budget a lot, bro. I can kind of tell. You think that RV probably costs a shit ton of money